thanks for stopping by the channel. I know the setup looks different. I'm actually visiting my family for the holidays, you know. So happy holidays to everyone. Even if you don't celebrate the holidays, I really hope you take the time to, like, you know, just relax and enjoy yourself. And also I understand that with the surge of the Omicron variant, a lot of people chose to stay home, which if that was your decision, don't let nobody be mad at you or pressure you. If you felt better being at the house, be at the house. But I hope that you at least find you a good movie, order you some good food, and you chilling this whole entire week and enjoying yourself. But the reason that I stopped by to do this video, y'all, so y'all know when I talk about Porsha's Family Matters, I like to talk about the drama of it all. And I saw on my timeline on Twitter that supposedly we're not getting a video on Sunday. We're not. So the outlet was OMG Reality TV, and they're normally consistent with their information, so I really do think this is true. But it was like hashtag Porsha Family Matters is taking a break. The series will return all new episode January the 2nd. So that means I don't have time to give y'all the drama and the tea that I saw on my timeline. So we're gonna do this on this video. So let's get into it. So I know y'all probably all have seen the information or seen it on across your timeline with Dennis versus Porsha, or Porsha and Simon versus Dennis. But I know other channels have talked about it, but I ain't talked about it. So I want to talk about it with you, because y'all know normally before I do my Porsha Family Matters videos, I normally talk about the drama first, and then get into the video. But since we're not going to get an episode till January the 2nd, I thought this would be old news by then, so why not talk about it now? So let's get into it. So let's start off with Porsha. So Porsha posted this excerpt, and you can find it on her IG page, and she says, "Hey loves, now you all know by now I don't address too much of what's happening on the show because I rather you just enjoy what is meant for entertainment. But because of future low-life accusations made by Dennis of me on the show, I want to make it known that yes, my daughter is in Mexico with me, as she is majority of the time when I travel as a single mom. But as you can imagine, after the first dinner, I saw just how crazy it was going to be and chose to keep her off camera while I was there working on the show. However, we stayed an extra week in Mexico as a family." And it's like in parentheses, she has my fiance and I blended and enjoyed the rest of our vacation. I'm a damn good mother, and I've always have my baby girl close no matter what. She is my world and my purpose. For anyone to raise a question against that, shame on you and whoever raised you. Okay, I'm done. Good night. Please, guys, keep talking. Keep talking, keep tweeting. The show is doing well, and I'm glad you all are entertained. And then she does a kiss emoji, and then she has hashtag Porsha Family Matters, hashtag I don't play about PJ, hashtag open book, hashtag real life, hashtag the pursuit of Porsha, hashtag my mini me. So that's what Porsha said. So let's dissect what Miss Porsha said. To me, what her and Simon are doing is reminiscent of what Monique Samuels did from Real Housewives of Potomac. Is you're trying to jump in front of the story or in front of the episodes because you know what you did or what has been said makes you look like trash. And I think that, and you're in the wrong. And I think that is what Porsha and Simon are trying to do, because I don't know what Dennis says. We can all, if I can allege based off of what she said, maybe he said that she don't, like, PJ is not around her, like Pilar is not around her as much as she likes to pretend to be. And the truth of the matter is like, social media is what you make it. You can curate your own social media, which means you don't show the bad things. You can only show good things. And that is what we see. We can only take it as face value. But we really don't know if the baby is with her all the time. And we don't know if the baby isn't with her all the time. That's just what it is. You don't know. We see the baby with her. We see the baby with Dennis. But for her to hashtag I'm an open book, hashtag real life, to me is a contradiction when you're saying in your post, this is all for entertainment. And there has been rumors circulating and going around that she went to Bravo production and was trying to get them not to air the episode or air that portion of the episode of, I guess, what Dennis has said, because she did not want it to make her look bad. And a lot of people are like believing it because of all the tea and all the stuff that came out about production with what I read for y'all the last episode, where production, there was that guy Choke No Joke, I guess that's his name on like his IG handle. He was helping Porsha's image. They were hand holding her the whole time through her stint on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And then you also had that rumor come out about how Porsha was angry about Real Housewives of Atlanta allowing Kandi to have her own Black Lives Matter event, and she felt like she should have been the only one because that was her storyline. And they took it out because she didn't want people to look at her differently, because they were like, she was like, it would be a bad look for Bravo to air two Black women arguing about civil rights. It will trivialize the movement. So I can definitely believe all the sayings of her saying that she's been trying to go to Bravo to get them to cut that scene out. And I also can believe her trying now. All of a sudden, this is entertainment. But when you open up the show, you're saying this is my real life. So is it meant for entertainment, or is this really your real life, Porsha? Like, you contradict yourself. And like I said, I don't know what Dennis said, but like I can surmise from this that maybe he said something to the effect that like she's not around her child as much as she likes to pretend. But who really knows? And if he said it, that's real life. Like, that's the actual accusation you're dealing with in real life. So if you're saying you're an open book, you have your memoirs out and all of this stuff, why not let us see the scene play out the way it's supposed to play out, which would be AKA real life? So then we have Simon trying to, like, champion his fiance and add a little something to the pie. So Simon says on his page, when a Black woman is confident and forceful, she is being assertive, not controlling. There is a difference. Let's uplift and encourage our daughters to be great by being understood as assertive rather than controlling. So then his caption is, I have 2 daughters and a bonus daughters, parentheses Pilar, currently being raised and positioned to do great things in their life. We take their foundation very seriously. I am very proud of the way we are raising them to one day be strong Black women and equip them with F-boy radar to detect and avoid. Let's start discussing how do we support our little girls and grown women. We want the absolute We want to absolutely break the cycle of behavior that destroys their confidence level. They are our future. So this is what I got to say to Simon's little post. For someone who's talking about this is a crock. This is what this is. This is a crock. Because the way in which he handled Fallon and their movement of the divorce lets you know that he doesn't even believe this little excerpt that he wrote up. I can believe Porsha wrote this up, to be honest, because at the end of the day, even if you don't like Fallon, if you think she a liar, he still handled that situation in a high school / undergrad, early college mentality, because there was no need for you to constantly get on the internet and berate her and then be on the internet talking trash about her, saying that she was doing this, doing that, when all the while you were doing the same thing that she was doing. So this right here makes me believe that this is all BS, and clearly something happened. So then when she posted this post, because then they post like, the Jasmine brand got a hold of it, and this is what they're saying about the situation. It said, Porsha Williams calls out ex Dennis Mckinley, saying she filmed an awful and disgusting scene with him. I don't know if they will air it. And this is my thing with Porsha. When people try to get ahead of a story and we have not even seen what was said, that makes me believe that it was only awful to you, which means in a sense that what was said might partly be true and you just don't want that out there. Because why is it that serious that you don't want it aired? But you can air a fight. So that to me doesn't make sense. Since you can air a fight where your fiance has to hold you back while your family is in a scuffle, because we still don't know who's in that fight. We don't know if it's Porsha versus Mama Gina, Dom versus Dennis, or Londi versus Storm. We don't know who is in that fight because they keep like showcasing it. But you can use that as a promoting tool of you being held back as you're in an altercation, but this scene with Dennis is so disgusting that you don't know if it's gonna get aired. Girl, miss me with that. Miss me with that. So then you got Porsha in the comments, in her comments. You got Tamika Mallory eye rolling. And to me, Tamika Mallory is nothing more than an ambulance chaser. Especially, and this might be trigger warning, I was living in Kentucky when the Breonna Taylor thing, I won't say thing, when her murder happened. And the way in which I felt she handled that situation and how her foundation pushed aside local activists, because I was on Twitter with the I'm not really into the activism thing, but like I saw people on Twitter who were heavily involved in activism talk about how badly she just came in and it was just a photo op. And I believe them because we have not heard anything else from her. But I bet you if somebody else gets accosted by the police, or unfortunately if somebody loses their life again, she gonna be the first one we hear. But we never hear her doing the work that's, you just never, you only hear those types of people, because she reminds me of old boy too, who always like, he be putting out like I'm not even about to get into this, but I just feel like she fake to me. She's fake. And that's why she get along with Porsha. Because then Porsha comments and she says, hey, a scene I just shot with Dennis about a week ago, it was awful. I don't know if they will air it or not, but I have to put my foot down when it comes to attacking me, a single mom. And this is my thing. You're not a single mom. And I feel like Porsha is using trigger words because at the end of the day, it's not like Dennis is not an active participant in Pilar's life. I have cousins who are single moms where we don't know where their significant other, well, I don't say significant other, the father does not play an active role in their children's life. So to me, and I also have friends who are dealing with that. That's a single mom, but you're not a single mom in the sense of like, he is paying for things, because she talks about that too. And that's the thing. She also contradicts herself, because now she's saying Dennis, her film is horrible and awful scene, but in the book of Pursuit of Porsha, you talking about how he's a wonderful father, how, he's done all these great things, he has all this money. You even said it on episode 1, he's a wonderful father, but now he's a deadbeat. That doesn't make sense. So then these are her answering comments. So then she said, what Dennis, and then someone says, what did Dennis say? She said, it's coming up. We just filmed it. Disgusting. Not even sure if it will air. It's wide. That's what she said. It's wide. That's trifling. I'm just making it clear. Don't ever come for the primary parent. Okay. But so this is the thing. So are you a single mother? Are you a primary parent? Because there's a difference. There's a difference. If you're saying someone being a single mother, I'm thinking of you as the sole parent. Like, you are footing everything that other significant other, I keep calling significant, that other parent is not involved. Whether that be a woman or a man who are taking care of their children, or the people, the gender spectrum is in the middle. So anybody in the gender spectrum in the middle, they don't have another person to help them out, But then when I think about a primary parent, I'm thinking about y'all, like, you might have full custody, but I think her and Dennis have 50-50. So are you just saying you're a primary parent because she lives with you more? I don't know, y'all. And then another comment said, but isn't he the one who bought you a $750,000 engagement ring? Come on now. He can afford a Rolex. And she said it was she said it was about 100 and it could never be resold. Jeweler said it was severely treated, and apparently if they removed the ring from the setting it would break. Of course I gave it back when the engagement was off. So now you trashing the ring, but we saw how quick you was quick to be like this on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, Porsha. So it's just wild. It's wild. So then somebody on Twitter says, not the Bravo TV production trying to make For Real Porsha the villain for her own show. Big talking about spreading a narrative. Hashtag Porsha Family Matters. And then Porsha co-tweeted it with Chow. So y'all, I think this is a whole crock-a-doo-doo. I think it's a crock-a-doo. I genuinely feel like there was probably some truth to what Dennis said. So now she's trying to jump in front of it. Because if there wasn't any weight to what he said, why are you putting so much emphasis of saying it might be aired? It was an awful scene. It doesn't need to be aired. It doesn't need to be filmed. That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense to me, especially when you're saying this is, and then Porsha keeps contradicting herself when she was like, this is for entertainment. It's not for entertainment. It just don't make sense to me. It really don't make sense to me, y'all. I honestly think what Dennis said might have some weight to it. And not saying that, because a lot of people think if you're chastising Porsha, you're okaying what Dennis did, i.e. cheating on Porsha when she was pregnant and all that stuff. I'm not okay in that. I think what he did was wrong, but I'm also can use my brain and think that, like, you didn't even know him for a year and you got pregnant with a baby with him. Both of y'all was out here doing y'all own dirt, and then y'all got pregnant. Y'all thought y'all could do the whole family thing, but Dennis didn't want to be tied down. Now, do I think he was wrong to cheat on you when you were at your most vulnerable? Yes, because nobody wants to think about that happening when they're creating life, and your body's going through all these metamorphoses and changes. So I totally understand that. But just because I don't agree with Porsha does not mean I'm co-signing what Dennis did. But I'm going to call Porsha out on her BS. And I think her campaign of saying, I'm a good mom and blah, 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 and then having Simon co-sign makes me feel like what Dennis said might hold some weight, and you're just embarrassed that he probably said it and you can't believe he said it, and now you have to deal with the repercussions of what is happening. Because if you can film yourself almost getting into a fight or actually getting physical with somebody, why can't you film or let it air what he said or the conversation y'all said? But that's it, y'all. That is it. That is all. Remember to be bravely authentic. Drop down in the comments below and let me know what y'all thoughts are. And I'm out, y'all. Deuces.